But just preparing your body for it and then seeing where you go from there. If you have blocks, you will be using them, especially if you have those tight hamstrings. But a lot of people feel better after this, especially because your hamstrings connected your knee to your pelvis. So because of that, a lot of us have when we have tight hamstrings, the rest of our body starts to take that hit in our knees and our low back. And this will kind of alleviate all that pain for now, but continue lengthening your hamstrings. All right, y'all, let's get started. We'll get started in child's pose. I'm at the back of your mat. And Nikki's coming on virtual, but she's going to be a little late, so I'll be talking to myself through the virtual for now. All right, y'all, spread your knees wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your hips towards your heels, straighten your arms. Right here, start to settle into your breath. So take one deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. 2 more just like that. Deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now this time be intentional with your breath. So inhale through your fingertips. Feel that breath go up your forearm, your bicep, your tricep. Your collarbone, your shoulder blades, hold it at the top. You'll hold this breath for 4. For 3, release that breath in 2. And 1, open mouth, release that breath out the back of your spine. Now start to zip up your lips and begin to heat yourself from the inside out. So deep inhale in through your nose, zip up your lips, exhale down the back of your throat, keep your lips zipped. This is your breath of fire of heat that will guide your movements throughout the next 60 minutes. If at any point you need and feel overheated, just use that open mouth exhale. Deep inhale in, zip up your lips. Exhale, warm up your body, breathe down the back of your throat. Now inhale as you come up to a tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Now inhale, cow, drop your belly down, create expansion through your chest. And then exhale, cat pose, curl your spine, look in towards your navel. Inhale, cow, rotate your forearms forward. Exhale, cat pose, curl your spine. Last one, inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat pose. Now inhale as you come back to that neutral tabletop pose and lift your right knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose. Extend your leg out and press your entire right foot into the ground. Now slowly walk your finger pads out towards the front of your space and bring your chin or your forehead all the way down. Now to get a little bit more out of this, you can place blocks underneath both your hands to get a little bit more intense stretch right here. So 2 deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards the center of your space. Shift your weight over to your right hand, extend your left arm all the way up towards the sky. Circle at your wrist, your entire left arm. And then thread your left arm underneath your right. So anchor your left shoulder, your left ear into your mat. Gaze over your left hand. Option to stay here, option to walk your right hand out in front of you. Option, take your right hand behind your back, hook it against your left thigh, open up through your entire torso. 3 deep breaths. With every inhale, lengthening your spine. With every exhale, allowing a little bit more twist all through your spine. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, slowly bring your right hand down underneath your shoulder. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. And then exhale, place your left hand down. Slowly come all the way up. Take your hands to your hips. And slide your right hand down your right thigh. Extend your left arm to frame your ear. 3 deep breaths. 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, open up your torso. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Come back to that one-legged tabletop pose. Lift your right knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose. Now donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Knee to nose, crunch in. 2 more times like that, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose, squeeze in. Last one, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up, hold right here, shift your weight over to your right hand, grab your back foot with your left. Now kick so firmly through your hands that you feel your quad and chest start to lengthen. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly release it down. Plant your left hand down, tuck your back toe. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hip, take giant circles with that right knee. So say good morning to those hip flexors. Any tension you feel, go one direction and the other. And then roll up that ankle, get that mobility going. Then when you're ready, come to stillness. Now inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, extend your arms overhead. And then exhale as you dial your right hip back, left hip forward. Sink your left hip flexor towards your mat. 2 deep breaths. 1, inhaling. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward. Right here, breathe in through your shoulder blades. Exhale, gaze out your back fingertips. Now inhale, exalted, take your right hand down your back thigh, extend your left arm to frame your ear. Feel that back start to release some tension. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down on the inside of your right foot and come into lizard's lunge. So option if you want to make it active, or drop your back knee, untuck your back toe. Come down to your forearms. If you want, you could place blocks underneath your arms. But take your entire right foot, make sure it's glued to your mat, and really allow your hip flexors to open. So dial your right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe through the discomfort. 2 deep breaths. 1, inhaling. Exhale, slowly rise up to your palms, plant your left hand down, start to roll onto the pinky edge of your right foot. Take your right hand to your right thigh, start to open up that leg, gaze over your right shoulder. And make sure your back toe's untucked to really allow that hip flexor to get released on the left. Beautiful. And try to straighten that arm, gaze over that right shoulder. You'll feel that through your TFL, little muscle between your IT band and your glute. Your groin on the right, your hip flexor on the left. Deep inhale in. Exhale, roll all the way onto the ball of your foot. Take your back foot to your glute. Grab your back foot. Start to bring it in towards your glute. Option, you can switch hands if it's just you need a little bit less resistance. But really just focusing on getting into the front of your left leg. Gaze out in front of you. Option to stay there. Option to gaze over your right shoulder. Deep inhale in. Exhale, release it out. Tuck your back toe, take your hands inside your right foot. Inhale, high plank. Hold and breathe right here. So right here, shift your shoulders over your wrists, your hips in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in. Now shift forward to your big toes, drop down to your knees, lower all the way down to your mat. Now inhale, baby cobra, press the tops of your feet, squeeze your legs. Inhale, rise up, little to no weight in your hands just this time. Deep inhale in. Exhale, lower down. This time, interlace your hands behind your back, locust pose, squeeze your legs. Deep inhale in. Exhale, lift up your legs, lift up your arms. Squeeze, come onto the soft part of your abdominals. Gaze out to neutral. 2 deep breaths. 1 more, inhaling. Exhale, lower down, cactus your right arm out to the side. Take your right ear to your mat, your left hand right next to your armpit. Mermaid twist, left foot over right. Yeah, feel that opening of your chest, your back, your serratus anterior, your hips. Deep inhaling. Exhale, slowly roll back onto your belly. Switch it out. Cactus your left arm down to the side. Left ear to your mat, right leg over left. Deep inhale in. Exhale, send a little bit more pressure into your left armpit, your serratus anterior. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly come back onto your belly. Take your hands to your armpits. Press up to tabletop pose. Bring your knees out wide. Start to take dancing lines, so big giant hip circles to the right. Coming all the way forward, all the way back. Right here, I want you to start to think about an intention for your practice. So what will you focus your mind, your strength, your energy on? Once you feel complete in one direction, start to go in the other. Get all those nicks and cracks out. Be dramatic with these circles. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. And then exhale, come back to that tabletop pose. This time, lift your left knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose. Extend your leg out, press your entire left sole of your foot into the ground. Slowly walk your finger pads out to the front of your space. Bring your chin or your forehead all the way down to your mat. Option to place blocks underneath your hands. Inhale where you feel a little bit of tension. And then exhale as you allow that tension to release out of your body. Pop your elbows off your mat and really dig your finger pads in towards it. One more inhale in. Exhale, slowly walk your hands right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, sweep your right arm all the way up. And then exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Anchor your right shoulder, your right ear. Option to stay here, option to walk your left hand out to the top of your space. Option, take your left hand behind your back, hook it against your right thigh, open up through your torso. Right here, take 3 deep breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, slowly plant your left hand back down underneath your shoulder. Inhale, sweep your right arm high. Exhale as you place it back down. Slowly walk your hands up, take your hands to your hips. And then slowly take your left hand down your left thigh, extend your right arm to frame your ear. Now draw your left shoulder forward, your right shoulder back. So feel that all of your external oblique and your lat on the right. Deep inhale in. Exhale, bring it all the way back around to that one-legged tabletop pose, and then bend your knee, fire hydrant pose. Donkey kick straight up, opening up that psoas. Knee to nose, squeeze it. 2 more times, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose, squeeze. Last time, fire hydrant up. Donkey kick. Hold right here, shift your weight over to your left hand. Try to grab your top of your foot with your right. And now kick into your hand as you shift your weight forward. Get into that quad. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Slowly release your right hand down. Tuck your back toe. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Say good morning to that left hip. You're growing your psoas. But sink your right heel all the way down. Get into your calf. Go one direction and the other. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, extend your arms overhead. Just hold right here. So make this active, sink your hips forward, but make sure your knee doesn't stack or go in front of your ankle rather. Deep inhale in. Exhale, open arm twist the left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale through your shoulder blades. Exhale like someone's pulling you out back by your fingertips. Inhale, exalted warrior. Take your left arm back behind you, right arm frames your ear. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands inside your left foot. Come into lizard's lunge. So option to make this active. Option to drop your back knee, but untuck your back toe. Option to come down to your forearm. So we're opening up those hip flexors. Also parts that we need to focus on in order to get into that split. But make sure your entire left foot is glued on the ground. We'll get into that inner groin in just a few breaths. 3 deep breaths here. 2 breaths. 1 inhaling. Exhale, slowly rise up to your palms. Roll onto the pinky edge of your left foot this time. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Gaze over your left shoulder. Yeah, pivot your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. Yeah, really getting into those nitty gritty areas, y'all. We keep a lot of tension, a lot of stress. Just let it go. Deep inhale. Exhale, roll back onto the ball of your left foot. Take your back foot towards your heel. Option to take your left hand, grab your right foot, lean forward, get into your right quad. If range of motion is a problem, take your left hand down, use your right hand to your foot. Option to gaze forward, option for a little twist, gaze over your top shoulder. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Release that foot down, tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. So right here, start to pedal out your dog. Bend deep into one knee and the other. You could sway your hips side to side. Anything your body needs, but then come to stillness. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take teeny tiny steps to the top of your mat and take on a ragdoll pose. So option to grab opposite elbows. Option if your neck's a little sore, interlace your hands at the crown of your head to let your neck lengthen out. Option to interlace your hands behind your back if your shoulders are a little tight. Whichever version you choose, make sure that you're letting your tailbone high, but letting the crown of your head fall towards the ground. Now start to nod your head yes. Nod your head no. And then nod your head yes. Today you are going to be intentional. Deep inhale in. Exhale, release that grip down. Bend your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Roll up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back, close your eyes. Right here's where you set your intention for your Thursday. I challenge you, if you need one, I offer up mine, which is to be intentional. And just notice where your energy is flowing. Your energy is flowing to something other than yourself for the next 60 minutes. Allow it, release it, and come back to yourself. Or set an intention of your own this morning. We'll seal our intention with one cleansing breath. So deep inhale in through your belly button. Open mouth, release that breath out. Beautiful, y'all. Open your eyes, release your fingertips down at your side. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at your hips, let the crown of your head fall heavy. Now inhale, halfway lift, take your hands to the ground, shins or thighs, and hold here. Now shift your weight forward, retract your shoulder blades, but gaze to neutral. Deep inhaling. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, step back, hold right here. So pull your belly button in, bring your glutes down, press firmly through your pointer finger. Inhale as you come onto your very tippy toes. Then back to the balls of your feet for 8, 7, just warming up your core, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meet at the very tippy toes. Option to drop down to your knees, the lower halfway. Bring your elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back, hold here. Bring your feet together to touch. Bring your right hand in front of your face. Side plank to the left. Extend your left arm all the way up. Now take your hips, squeeze them towards the heaters. Take your top hand, take it behind your skull, press your skull into your hands. Open up through that torso. Deep inhale in. Exhale, switch it out. Left hand becomes your base. Right arm up. Take your right hand behind your head. Press your skull into your hands. Option, come down to one knee or stack one foot in front of the other. Deep inhale. Exhale, high plank. Shift your weight forward to your big toes. Tuck your elbows in. Option to lower down halfway or come to your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, show up on your mat today. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Always an option to hold a high plank or drop down to your knees. Let's all meet back in downward facing dog. Deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, chair, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. And just hold and breathe right here. Now squeeze your outer thighs in towards center line. And sink majority of your weight in your heels. Yeah, get lower. And now pull your arm bones behind your shoulders. Beautiful, deep inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward. Sink lower in your hips. Take a look at your knees. Are they in line with one another? If they're not, bring them back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Gaze at your back hand. Inhale through your shoulder blades. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale in, cleansing breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, walk your hands back to your left foot, standing splits. And then just hold right here. Option, take your left hand behind your shin and pull your torso towards your left, but try to get your right leg higher. Let your head fall, pull your torso in. 3 deep breaths. Option to use blocks underneath your hands. One, inhale in. Exhale, slowly walk back out, 3-legged dog. Knee to right tricep, hold it here for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Yes, so get big ground down through your back foot. And then see if you can tiptoe your right foot even further to the top of your mat. Option, take big giant circles, get big here. Feel your outer glutes start to activate. Deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, half splits. Frame your front foot. You can move it up just a little bit. If you need blocks, place them on the sides of your hands. But now dial your right hip back, left hip forward. Deep inhale, flat back. Exhale, start to fold forward over that front leg. 4 deep breaths right here. Beautiful, flex your toe to your nose. Yeah. Your goal here is to aim your torso to your thigh rather than your head. Each time we get to this, you'll see your body can go a little bit further. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly slide your right foot back so you're on the ball of your right foot. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Left hand down, easy twist to the right. Take your hand behind your head, press your skull into your hand. Open up that torso, but sink low in your hips. Deep inhale. Exhale, release that right hand down. Inhale, extended pyramid, straighten both your legs, but the back heel doesn't need to come all the way down. Try to get it down though. Flex your toe to your nose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink lower. Option to place blocks next to your feet. Yeah, dial your right hip back, left hip forward. Feel that huge adjustment of squaring your hips. 4 deep breaths. Two more breaths. Every inhale, lengthen your spine. With every exhale, sink your torso lower. Deep inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Come back onto the balls of your right foot. Drive through your front heel. Inhale, crescent lunge. Extend your arms overhead. And then hold right here. Now again, dial your right hip back, left hip forward. Feel that adduction in towards center line and lower your hips closer. Then extend your arms overhead. Bring your arm bones behind your ears. Deep inhale in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward. Again, squeeze in towards center line. Inhale, exalted warrior. Take your right hand down your back thigh. Left arm frames your ear. 2 deep breaths, sink low. 1, inhale in. Exhale, warrior 2. Yeah, readjust, recommit, and then get back to it. Beautiful, y'all. Now send your front knee towards your pinky toe. And then draw your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze out your front hands. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back behind you. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right forearm to your thigh. Left arm frames your ear. We'll be back here, but sink low in your hips, a little bit lower. And then use your elbow to nudge your torso open. So with every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, use that elbow, nudge your torso open. 2 breaths, get in the fire. 1, inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and back behind you. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your hands down, chaturanga. Option to do an ekapada. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale in. Notice the difference of already how your right and left side feel. Then inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, walk your hands back to your right foot, standing splits. So again, option to plant your left hand down, take your right hand behind your shin, pull your torso down. Y'all, always you can bring the earth to you by using some blocks. 4 deep breaths. Two more breaths. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, try to press your torso closer to your thigh. Lift your left leg higher. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back out. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Hold here for 4. For 3, sweep it up in 2. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Again, take up space. And then ground down really hard through your back foot to open up your torso. Option to take big giant circles with your top arm. Deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale, step your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Send your arms overhead. Remember, sink your hips towards me. Now deep inhale in. Exhale, open arm twist to left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, exalted warrior. Send your top arm up and back behind you. Exhale, frame your front foot, half splits. Toes to your nose, flex and activate through your toes. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, slowly walk your hands down in front. Option to use blocks. So lean in towards the discomfort. See if every inhale you can lengthen. And every exhale, maybe tiptoe your fingers a little bit further from where they were. 2 deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale, slide your left foot back. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Easy twist, right hand down, left hand up. Take your left hand to the back of your head, press your skull into your hand, sink your hips low. Deep inhale in. Exhale, open up a little bit further. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down, extended pyramid, straighten both your legs. And try to sink your right heel as close to the ground as you can. Flex your toes to your nose. Option to use some blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink your torso closer to your thigh. 3 deep breaths. I promise y'all, it will get easier as we flow through it. 1, inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge, drive through your front heel, rise up, crescent lunge. Yeah, press your back kneecap up towards the ceiling, dial your right hip forward, your left hip back, sink your hips low. Deep inhale. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Deep inhale through your shoulder blades. Exhale, gaze at your back fingertips. Inhale, exalted warrior, take your left hand bound your back thigh, extend your right arm to frame your ear. 2 breaths here. Sink your hips low. 1, inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, warrior 2, open up. Yeah, maybe take a few bends each side and then get to it. So stack your shoulders so they're right over your hips right now. And take a look at your knee. Yeah, Gus, take up more space on your mat. Walk that back foot just a little bit further back. Beautiful. Awesome, y'all. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward and down. Again, we'll be back here, but use that elbow to nudge your torso open, but sink your hips low. Beautiful. Notice if you're dumping in that shoulder, and then press your shoulder away from your ear. Deep inhale in, stay. Exhale, sink lower. 1 more inhale. Beautiful, y'all. Exhale it out. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high to low plank, chaturanga. Option to do that ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, walk your feet in towards your hands, just a few inches. Dome out your shoulder blades, gaze between your wrists. Now, I want you taking teeny tiny hops or little frog jumps to the top of your mat, trying to stack your shoulders over your wrists, but you should hear nothing as you land. So make sure you're bending your knees as you land. 3 frog hops and meet at the top of your mat. Beautiful, y'all. Or just take teeny tiny steps. Inhale as you come to a halfway lift at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Sink your hips lower again to the right. Back to center, sink lower to the left. Back to center, sink lower. Deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, standing splits, walk your hands back towards your ankle. 2 deep breaths here. Can you lift your leg a little bit higher? 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, walk your hands back out, 3-legged dog. Knee to right tricep. Over to your left. Back over to your right like a windshield wiper for 4. For 3, kick it through fallen triangle and 2. And 1, kick it through fallen triangle. Take up space. Deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hand, drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, half splits, frame your front foot. 2 breaths here though. Allow your torso to sink closer with every exhale. 1 inhale in. Exhale, drag that back foot back, tuck your back toe. Easy twist, left hand down, right hand up. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your right hand down, extended pyramid pose. 3 breaths here. So each time we do this, should be getting a little bit easier, allowing our muscles to relax and elongate. 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Drive through your front heel. Inhale, crescent lunge. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale, open arm twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, exalted warrior, up and back behind you. Exhale, warrior two, open up your hips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Option to always skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, walk your hands back to your foot, standing splits. There you go. 2 deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back out, 3-legged dog. Knee to left tricep. Over to your right, over to your left like a windshield wiper for 4. Yes, for 3, kick it through fallen triangle in 2. And 1, kick it through fallen triangle. Beautiful, guys. Deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale, sweep your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Take your arm bones behind your ears. Exhale, half splits. Yeah, 2 deep breaths here. Every inhale, lengthening your spine. With every exhale, see if you can walk your hands just a little bit more forward. 1, inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, easy twist. Tuck your back toe, right hand down, left hand up. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down. Extended pyramid pose. 4 deep breaths right here. 2 more deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge, drive through your front heel. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet in just a little bit. This time, 5 frog hops to the top of your mat because you can. So kick your booty up, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Or take teeny tiny steps to the top of your mat. We'll meet in a forward fold. There we go. Nice, Kelly. Nice, y'all. Meet in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, sink your hips low. Now we're flowing through it this time. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Back to center, 3 more times right. Back to center, sink your hips lower, left. Back to center, 1 more time right. Beautiful. 1 more time to the left. Inhale, sink your hips even lower. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Walk your hands back, standing split. Beautiful, y'all. Deep inhale in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Drive through that heel. Try to get a little bit of balance. Inhale, 1-legged Tadasana. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Stand all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, eagle on the right. Right leg over, right arm under. So sink your hips low. Bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Option to do a bear hug or use that foot as a kickstand. But sink your weight into your heel. Option to stay here, option to come down into fallen eagle. But use that core to lower you down. 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, release your arms, release your legs. Option to reset. We're going into dancer's pose next. So grab the insole of your right foot. Yeah, drive through that left heel, but leave a little micro bend in that left knee. Deep inhale in, extend your arm overhead. Exhale, dancer, launch forward. Beautiful, y'all. 2 deep breaths. Right here, pay attention to how you talk to yourself when things get wobbly, when things get uncomfortable. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly release that leg. Inhale, one leg into Tadasana, bring your right knee into your chest. Exhale, warrior 3, launch your chest forward. Plug your femur bone in. Deep inhale in. Exhale, back to standing splits. Now, you can either take blocks underneath your hands or take your finger pads or hands. We're doing Shiva squats. So tuck your right knee behind your left into a little curtsy squat. Inhale. Exhale, rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Burning out the glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hope I'm warming you up. 3, 2, and then 1. Hold, hold, hold. Lower all the way down, cow face pose. Keep whatever leg is out in front. So left knee should be out in front. Cow face pose, knee stacked over knee. Flex and activate your feet. Deep inhale in. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you. This is your reset. Feel your outer hips lengthen out. If you're like, this is not working for me, you can always do it on your back as well. So just crossing one leg over, coming all the way down, same exact thing. All right, y'all. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, slowly rise up. Sweep your left leg up, your right leg up, high boat. Send your arms overhead. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Deep inhale in. Exhale, take your hands behind your head, press your skull into your hands. Right elbow to left knee, point your right toe. Back to center. Switch it out, left to right. Back to center, alternate. It's right, then center, left, center. Yes, exhale. Exhale, using those obliques for 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing your skull into your hands. You have 5. For 4. For 3, yes you can. In 2. And 1, take your hands behind your bum, your fingers pace towards your bum. Bend your elbows, bring your heels all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch your knees into your chest. Inhale, lengthen, tap each time. Exhale, crunch in. So it's down, up, working that lower belly here. So down, up. Yes, you can. You have 8 more. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down on your mat, y'all. Bring your feet together, knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Now take your hands overhead, Charlie Angel, your hands above your head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly rise up, crunch all the way up. Tap the top of your mat, opening up those hip flexors. This should feel good. And then slowly roll back down. So you're repeating that movement here. You might need to move your feet a little bit forward to help get you up. But really using that core mainly. Slow and control. You have 4. Last 3. Last 2. Then on your last 1, come back. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Just little pulses up. So it's up and up. Feeling this in your upper abs now. Little pulses. Yes, you can. Gaze straight up. Peel your chin away from your chest for 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold in 4. In 3, 2, 1. Hold here for 8, 7. Yes, you can. 6. Little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your knees to your chest, grab behind your thighs, start to rock and roll up and down your spine. Option to just meet into a downward facing dog, option to cross your ankles, and you can shoot back into it if you want another chaturanga. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Woo! How y'all feeling? Beautiful. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, half or full splits is where you're trying this now. So if you want to stick with half splits, go for it. If you want to place a block underneath your sacrum or on the sides of your hands, you can start just by placing those blocks and seeing if you can lower yourself down. Option if you want to place a block underneath your sacrum, or if you want to come all the way down into splits, go for it. So y'all, it's your hamstring strength right here. Beautiful, Heather. Make sure you're sitting up tall in those hip bones. Option to fall forward over that front leg. There we go, Kelly. Wherever you are, 2 more deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale, if you're in splits, slowly meet us back in half splits. Half splits, and everybody else plant your right toe down, tuck your left toe. Easy twist, left hand down, right hand up. Deep inhale. Exhale, release it down. Just 1 breath. Inhale, extended pyramid pose. Feel that hamstring length out 1 last time. Deep inhale. Exhale, drive through your front heel, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Shift forward, revolved crescent twist. So make sure you're active through that back leg. Stack elbow over elbow, shoulder over shoulder. Option to bring your right hand into a fist, open up even further. Option to open your arms. Option to try any arm balances, ekapatas, anything you may have right here. You have 1 deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise up, exalted warrior. Right hand down your back thigh, left arm frames your ear. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink your hips lower. Inhale, star, turn your toes and your heels out. Interlace your hands behind your back. Deep inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Whew. If the bind's not serving you, feel free to release it. Or if you just need a little massage in those shoulders, but let your head fall heavy. Take your feet as wide as you need to, but shift your weight into the inner arches. Option to release your hands, option to get upside down. Option if you want a little twist, plant your right hand in front of your face, peel your left arm all the way up. You have 4 more deep breaths. This is where you reset. You come back to that tension. Why did you show up? And if it's focusing on being here, being present, being intentional with your energy, come back to that. Without beating yourself up, switch out your twist if you're twisting. 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, release your hands down. Take your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up. Beautiful, y'all. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So a couple options here. Option, if you want more abs, take both arms to the front of the room, twist your torso open. Option, if you want to take a half bind, you could take that left hand behind your back, your right arm on your thigh. Option, if you want to take a full bind, take your right arm underneath your right leg, and then pull it up towards your glutes. Make sure your shoulders are still stacked. There we go, Heather. Option, come into birds of paradise. Anything your body wants, your body needs. Deep inhale in. Exhale, come back to extended side angle. Beautiful, my birdies. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward, and then down. Option to use a block. I like to take a bind right here. Take your hand behind your back and hook it against your right thigh. Leave that little bend in your front knee. Allow your right groin, that socket, to just start to open up. Gaze over your top shoulder. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the difference even right now between your right and your left. Give some gratitude for what your body can do. Give some gratitude for progressing today. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Walk your hands back to your right foot, standing splits. Now start to find that balance as you walk your hands back. Drive through that heel, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, bring your left knee into your chest, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, eagle on the left, so left leg over this time, left arm under. Option, a bear hug, option, use that kickstand, but I want you to focus on really allowing that circulation to be cut off here. So what it does, we cut off the circulation, we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in towards center line, so that when we release, it sends all new oxygen and blood throughout our bodies. Helps with your metabolism, helps with that circulation. Option to stay here, option to start to bring your knees closer to your thighs, but using that core. If you did that, rise back up, deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms, release your legs. Option to come into Tadasana or stay in one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, set up for dancer on the left. So bring your knees together, grab the insole of your left foot, send your right arm up. Deep inhale. Exhale, dancer's pose. Keep your hips squared. Kick your foot into your hands. Beautiful, y'all. Focus on you and you only. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Bring your left knee into your chest. Exhale, warrior three, launch forward. Inhale as you come back to that standing splits. Now tuck your left knee behind your right, Shiva squat. Extend back up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, tuck, come all the way down, cow face pose. This time your right knee is over your left. Yeah, flex and activate those feet. Feel that through your outer hips. Deep inhale in. Exhale, start to walk your hands out in front of you. Really feel this through your outer glutes. Yeah, always an option to do Lords of Fish pose right here. We're really getting into that glutes. 2 deep breaths. 1 more, inhale in. Exhale, slowly rise up. Sweep your right leg back behind you. Come into a tabletop pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, last flow, y'all. Exhale, half splits. Option to go into full splits right here, but pay attention. Your body is going to feel different on one side and the other, and that's okay. Our bodies are not perfectly symmetrical. So option to stay here and get lower without comparison, without judgment. Option if you want to start holding yourself up and sliding through your mat, seeing if you can go down all the way. Notice I can only go down on one side. But just make sure you're not coming off to one side or the other. You're staying completely even. Option to place a block underneath your sacrum. Flex your toes to your nose. 2 deep breaths wherever you are. 1, inhale in. Exhale, slowly come out of that split. Slide your left foot out. Tuck your back toe. Inhale, easy twist, right hand down, left hand up. Deep inhale. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, crescent lunge, drive through your front heel. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, revolved crescent twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. There we go. Option if you want to take your left hand into a fist. Option if you want to open your arms, but squeeze in towards center line. Allow your torso to open. Deep inhale in. Nice, Nikki. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise back up, open arm twist. And then exalted warrior, take your left hand behind your thigh. Deep inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Whatever you tried on the other side, try on this side. So option to take both arms out. Option to take a half bind. You can take a towel and hold it, or you could take a full bind. But what I don't want is your form going over your ego. So make sure that you're able to slide your hands back, step shoulder over shoulder. Keep your hips low, open up your hip. 2 deep breaths. Beautiful, y'all. Deep inhale in, sink a little bit lower. Yeah. Exhale it out. Release your binds, birdies, come back down to earth. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and back behind you. Exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward and down. There y'all, we had a lot of wobbly, a lot of balancing in our practice today. I want you to feel that stability through all 4 corners of your feet. And then tuck your left hip under, option, take that half bind behind your back. 2 deep breaths. 1, inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. Option to come into a supine, figure 4 as well. And inhale as you sit up straight and tall. And then exhale, fold forward. Option if you want to get a little more shoulders, you can thread your left arm underneath your right. Right here, acknowledge yourself for showing up, for being intentional for a full 60 minutes, how much you can get done in these 60 minutes. Deep inhale in. Exhale, if you threaded your hand, plant your right hand down and unthread your left arm. If you didn't, just start to slowly rise up. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Option, if you want to get upside down, bend your knee, stack your hip. If you want to flip your dog, you can. Or else just start to switch to the other side. Once you're done your flip dog, inhale, lift your left leg high or switch out your supine figure 4. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. And make sure that back toe is untucked. If you have a block, you can place it underneath your sacrum. Inhale, sit up straight and tall. Exhale, fold forward. If you want an extra delt stretch, you can thread your right arm underneath your left. One thing I recognized is when our phones are about to die, we panic, we run for a charger to have our phone stay alive. How can we have that same urgency when our energy starts to run out? When we don't do enough to fuel our souls, how can we have the same urgency to be intentional with our energy? Deep inhale in. Exhale slowly. If you threaded your hand, plant your left hand underneath your shoulder and unwind that thread. If you rolled all the way down, slowly rise your chest up. And then tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. If you want to flip your dog, go for it. But everyone will meet in down dog. Gus, you stay there because we're meeting you there. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, step, walk, float to the top of your mat. Lay it all the way down onto your backs. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Maybe extend one leg and the other. Option to also go into plow pose by keeping your legs straight. Keep your gaze up and slowly roll so your feet come over your head. Whatever your body needs right now, give it to it. And then inhale as you cactus your arms out to the side. Cross your right leg over your left like you're in eagle pose. Slide your bottom over to the right. Send your legs over to the left, supine twist. Gaze over at your right elbow. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale it out. Slowly come back up. And switch it out. So left leg over your right. Scoot your hips over to the left. Sink your knees to the right. Supine twist with eagle legs. And maybe feel those nixos cracks. This year has taught me anything after doing some reflection. That we have two choices. We can spend our energy complaining, arguing, hiding behind our computers. Or we can spend our energy creating something awesome. Getting better, getting stronger, doing something to make ourselves better for the next day. That choice is yours. Craziness will happen, but how will you continue to fix those things that are wrong in your life? And stop focusing on them, start focusing on what you can control. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly roll all the way back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, bring your forehead all the way up to your knees. Give yourself a big hug right now. Right here, find some gratitude with all the excuses, all the drama we can create of why we can't show up. That you continue to show up for yourself. You continue to charge your battery. Deep inhale in. Exhale, Shavasana, lay flat on your mat. Let everything go. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of the world. All things break, and all things can be mended. Not with time, as they say, but with intention. So go and love intentionally, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits in darkness for the light that is you. How can you be intentional with your energy every single day? Rather than use it on dwell on what you can't control, focus on what you can create. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your Thursday, start to bring movement back into your body, starting with your breath. So take one giant, deep inhale in through your nose, fill up your lungs, fill up your belly. And then open mouth, release that breath out. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Point your toes towards the front of the room. Stretch your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Your second wake up of the day, feeling a little different than your first. And then go ahead and roll over to your right side in fetal pose. So bring your knees into your chest. Use your arm as a little pillow. Pause right here. We end our practice each class in Shavasana and corpse pose, the death of our practice. And roll into fetal pose to represent rebirth, new beginnings. Chance that every morning you wake up with a new day, a new chance to change your mindset, change where your energy is flowing. Because 2021, it's not going to bring miracles. It may change some things. Things may happen. But what you need to focus on is how can you change your mindset? How can you change your priorities? How can you change and shift the things, the energy onto things you can create? Use your left palm, press you up to a seated position facing the front of our space. Roll your shoulders down your back, bring your hands to your heart center, and keep your eyes closed. We'll seal our practice today with one unifying sound of Om. So exhale all your air out. Inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher in me sees, honors, and absolutely adores. The light, the love, the teacher in each and every one of you. We bow together and say namaste. Namaste, y'all. Sorry, I always go over, y'all. I am bad with the time thing, but I hope y'all enjoyed that. If there's anything you guys want to work on next week, let me know. Thanks, Nikki, for coming on virtually.